So welcome back. Today, to kind of go along with the mobility theme of 2018, we're going to go over balance and unilateral work. Unilateral, single leg work, individual side work, isolatory work, whatever you want to call it. We want to do these exercises as well because they are going to create a little bit of balance in the physique. So balance in the hips, in the glutes, and the hamstrings. We also want to foster mobility through the hips as well. So we want to kind of use these as almost some litmus tests to see where the subordinate side is, where the dominant side is, and where we can improve so that we can up our lifts, our major lifts such as compound lifts, deadlifts, squats, overhead squats, etc. So we're going to go over 3 unilateral movements today and then 2 accessory unilateral movements today. And all you need for them are your physique. So we're going to start off first and foremost with alternating lunges. Very easy. We're going to take a side profile. Allow your body to fold into these positions. Think about everything that's going on when you're doing your lunging. So roll the lower abdominals in. Keep the shoulders postured up. Keep the stabilizers in your back alive and awake. And as you step into that lunge, you should be fostering tightness through the midline, stepping into the lunge, exploding right back up to that top position. Stepping into the lunge, explode right back up, stepping into the lunge, right back up, into the lunge, right back up. So that will be our first unilateral exercise for the day. And as you create more pace, more speed, you can start walking those lunges. You can start adding weight to those lunges as well. But I would first start with 3 sets of 20, alternating sides, and see how your body reacts the next day. In particular, if you have never done these movements before, just use your body weight, see how your body feels. Number 2, single leg step-ups. You do not need a lot of equipment for this. This is a bench. Single leg on the bench. We want to ignite from the heel. Again, we're going to finish this through the hips, and we're going to stabilize at the top of the bench. So as we step up, we are stepping up tall, stable, coming right back down. Again, initiate through the bottom of your heel, come right back up to the top, bring it right back down, right back up to the top, right back down, right back up to the top, and right back down. And again, we want to foster stabilization and tightness as we bring ourselves up into the standing position on this bench. Okay? We're going to do, again, sets of 12 to 15 on each side, 3 sets. See how your body responds. One thing we want to avoid when we're doing that individual side step up is initiating from the back foot. So we don't want to jump this foot up to the top. This is exactly what we do not want to do. Initiate from the heel. Push through the heel, through the hamstrings. Finish with the hips and glutes. We don't want to jump off of this foot and bring ourselves up to the top. In this particular situation, we're not working for explosive work. We're looking for stability work, and we're looking for strengthening work to balance each and either side of your physique. Third exercise, last exercise, single leg RDLs. These are a staple in my program, regardless of how strong I'm deadlifting. Again, now we will individually pinpoint one side. So we'll start with this right side. We're gonna bring both hands right over left. And as we take that single leg RDL, we're gonna guide ourselves down straight and bring ourselves back up straight, no different than a deadlift. What we do want to avoid is any lateral instability. So plant your foot, spread your toes out. And as you come down, stable, stable, stable. Back up the same trace. We don't want to start to work laterally because we will start to pronate the foot, and again, we'll start to lose balance and break those sets. If you cannot do this on your own, find a stable point. As you may find a plyo box in your gym. Use this as a tool, and with that single leg RDL, what we can do now is come down to the bottom, bring ourselves back up to the top. Down to the bottom, parallel, right back up to the top. Parallel, right back up, and again, parallel to the floor, and right back up. Use the tools that you have, create good form, and then from there, we try to remove the box over time. Again, we're gonna do 3 sets, 12 to 15 repetitions. Number 4 and number 5 are ancillaries. These are accessory movements that we can do towards the end of a workout, again, to work on either side of the physique. So we'll take it onto the bench. We're gonna take it down to our ab mat. And individually here, We'll start no different than a glute bridge, but this time we'll put one foot on the bench. From this position, we're going to push into the bench. We're gonna bridge up at the top. We're gonna focus on a little hamstring strength and glute pulse at the top. Again, bring it down, all the way back up, down, all the way back up, down, all the way back up. Take that full range of motion. We do not want to cost mobility while we're strengthening up these body parts. And again, you will do approximately 12 to 15 repetitions on each side, 3 sets. Last but not least, individual side hip raises. We use this same bench. We're going to use the bench for back support. So we're going to bring this down to about the center of the back. We're going to bring both arms out. We're going to create a stable base. From this position, one leg up in the air. We want to be able to dive down into this bucket, come back up. We want to finish at the tabletop. Squeeze the glutes, hamstrings, bring it back down, create that tension at the top, lifting the hips. Keep the foot stable and keep working that bridge. And again, we will do about 12 to 15 repetitions and you'll work 3 sets there. So these are 5 unilateral exercises that I've had in my program now for approximately 3 to 4 years consistently. They have fixed impingements in the glutes. Any discomfort that I've had in any of the hips has disappeared. This has happened through consistency. So if you're starting to notice that you're going heavier in your weights, however, you're starting to feel some of these nagging impingements on either side of your physique, try doing some of the unilateral work, fix some of that imbalance, and then proceed and move up in the weight. This way, you are giving yourself the best opportunity to maximize your primary lifts, your compound lifts, such as your deadlift and your back squat, but you're also keeping the physique healthy in the process. So tag this on. I hope this helps very much. Again, this is here for balance. I know these may not be the most exciting movements in the world. However, as we start to work and go a little bit deeper into your strength programs, the accessory work is going to be what allows you to progress in your strength work as well. Hope it helps. Have a beautiful day.